Hello and welcome to my Miami, Florida trip vlog. It is currently 12:52 in the morning as I am required to get to my school at 1:15 in order to catch our very early bus ride. However, everything is of course perfect and beautiful and lovely. I'm not tired at all, even though I've only had a maximum of 3 hours of sleep. Yay! But who needs basic human needs when you could have bright and sunny Florida? Despite waking up the same day I went to bed, here I'm doing my makeup. Everyone knows that you have to look drop-dead gorgeous when you go to airports because everybody will totally be looking at you and not focused on their own lives at 1 in the morning. But obviously nobody wants to see me do this, so let's get on to the fun part. We're headed to the airport. Obviously, I wasn't allowed to film through security, so here's us walking to our gate, which is all the way at the other side of the airport. By now, I'm absolutely starving, but all of the lines for the food places are longer than I slept last night, so I just settle for Jamba Juice, a smoothie. I got strawberry banana. And before I knew it, we were taking off. The flight was one of the best, most awesome experiences of my entire life. I was so inspired by the flight attendants and all the people around me that it has to be one of the most monumental occasions that has ever happened to me. I definitely took this video, by the way. Then, after about 3,000 years, our plane finally landed. From there, it only took about 3 to 5 business days to get all of our stuff from baggage claim and onto the buses. And then we were on our way through glorious Florida. While at the zoo, we seen many amazing animals, including this one right here, which is a cow or something. And even though all of these exotic animals were right in front of us, I couldn't help but be captured by the beauty of the common birds that kept trying to steal our food at lunch. This Asian elephant right here was insanely beautiful though, even though she took like 5 years to walk over to us from where she was previously standing. But we saw many other animals like peacocks and ducks and Gideon and this gorilla right here, which was pretty cool. But overall, I think it's safe to say we all had an amazing time at the Miami Zoo, even though we were all running on 2 hours of sleep. So we headed out and went through the great city of Miami to get to the beach. Of course, it was a bright and sunny Florida day, and it was absolutely perfect as it always is there. And we all had a great time looking at the view. And that right there marks the end of day 1. The next day, we headed to the University of Miami to do a band clinic. I would love to let you know how we did, but I have absolutely no idea, so pretend this is us. But, of course, we had to visit the gift shop to get a bunch of merch of a college that none of us want to go to in the future, and then yet again, we were off, but this time on a boat. Eventually, this boat stopped to let us off to go snorkeling. We have some amazing, professionally taken footage of the water as we snorkeled here. I myself couldn't see anything as I had to take my glasses off and wear goggles, but I'm sure for the people who could see, it was a fantastic experience, as everything else is. Moving on to day 3 of our Miami adventure, we got to swim with some dolphins. My group got personally paired with a dolphin named Samantha, who was 44 years old and had a crooked jaw. She did some cool tricks for us, including pushing me across the water, which was single-handedly the coolest experience of my life, even though it really, really hurt my foot the way she was pressing on me. But hey, who can say they've swam with dolphins, you know? For our unfortunately last day of Miami, we went on an airboat tour. In this video here, you can actually see an alligator or a crocodile. No one knows the difference. But you can see them all over the Everglades here, and they are a beautiful animal. Then after our tour, we had this pretty insane lady walking with these animals and talking and telling us about them. But this did now mark the end of our adventure, and we had to head home. However, I did get a little curious and decided to ask people what they thought of tourists, as I was just one myself.
Hey, can I ask you guys a quick question for an interview?
Of course.
Okay, what's your opinion on tourism?
Tourism is great. We are tourists ourselves. Yes, we are. This place is beautiful. And I never want to leave. The water is wetter and clearer and more watery than ever. And being a tourist is awesome. And I'm definitely not obnoxious. Me neither.
Perfect. All right, thank you guys so much.
Of course. Do you want to say?
Oh,
I think you do.
Oh, no, I'm okay. I'm actually gonna go home. Yeah, oh, yeah. All right, bye, guys. Thank you. All right.